afternoon, Emerald Park members. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend and you didn't find the putting drills too frustrating, particularly the banknote one, which just drives me insane sometimes. Apologies for missing yesterday's lockdown lesson. Some of you will be wondering where it was and others completely oblivious to it actually arriving. Over the weekend I decided to start my stock tape, which needed to be done. And it's a bit like kind of, I guess, emptying the cupboard underneath the stairs where you get to a point where you wish you hadn't started. So I'm still in the midst of kind of completing that. Technology is great when it works. I had a bit of a glitch over the weekend and had to wait for sort of technical support to get back to me. But anyway, that's besides the point. So in light of missing yesterday's, I've actually got Harry and Alex to be included in today's to make up for it. So you've got 3 indoor drills to work on. We've obviously bought them indoors because the weather looks like it's going to rain all week. So Harry's got a putting one, Alex has got a chipping one, and I'm going to do kind of a long game one in terms of how the body should move. It's probably a drill that you might have seen before, and I just want to kind of explain a little bit more in detail how it should work and what you should be feeling. You may have seen this on Alex's Instagram as well, so if you've seen it, brilliant. If you haven't, we'll go through it now. So basically, my drill, you need a dining room chair, and you can use a club or you don't need to use a club. It's completely up to you. So basically, when we do some lessons, I would say a fair majority of people tend to get into a position what we call early extension, and that basically means from our posture position where we start in our setup, at some point, whether that be in the backswing or the downswing, we start to push the hips towards the ball. Now that could be a physical thing, whether we're tightening our hamstrings or our hips or whatever. But actually a lot of it stems from how we start the downswing. So you may have remembered in one of my earlier videos about we want to be trying to match the shaft plane here. So the angle that we set the club at address, and each club's different. If I was a driver, it'd be a bit more like this. With an iron, it's a bit more steeper. So ideally, we want to be matching that angle as best we can, because that is the correct plane that the club's supposed to be swinging on, okay? Now, for whatever reason, we tend to see players get the club a little steep coming into the downswing, because the shaft gets vertical. Now, I would say, as I mentioned in my previous video, I would say a complete beginner would continue just to go down and smack it straight in the ground. But if you've played a bit of golf or you've played a bit of sport, you intuitively start to react to what the club's doing, and then we want to do this to basically try and get this shaft in a much better position. So forgetting kind of what the downswing's doing with the club, we want to just use this chair to look at how the body should be moving. So we want to keep our backside resting against the edge of the chair. So getting into my posture, my backside is resting on this chair now, and if we go through it, so my left buttock and my right buttock are both on the chair, resting on the chair. As I make the backswing, what's going to happen is my left butt cheek, my left buttock is going to come off the chair, and my right one's going to be maintaining on it. So I've stayed in my posture here, I've not come away from it in this position. So I've gone from both buttocks on it, top of my backswing, my right buttock is on it. As we work into the downswing, basically you're going to roll across the chair. So I'm going to go from my right buttock resting on the chair. As I get into the downswing, halfway into the downswing, they're both now resting on it. And then as I get into impact, my right buttock is going to move away and my left buttock is going to maintain on that chair. So this is how it will work. So basically you're rolling along the edge of the chair. So just to quickly go through it again, both resting on, top of the backswing, just the right one only. As we work into the downswing, so as I get into the halfway point in the downswing, both back on it, getting into impact, just my left one, and then all the way through. You can do that with a club. If you do use a club, make sure you don't hit any lights. I don't want any bills for you smashing any lights. But you can also do without a club, just put your hands across your chest and just feel you're always maintaining contact with the edge of the chair. So that's what we should be doing. Now obviously I said, if you start to swing the club incorrectly coming down, you will instinctively move off that. the two need to go together. You can't just fix one without the other. If I said to you just maintain your posture, you would end up just whacking the club in the ground. So at some point we would have to work on getting the shaft in the right position to allow you to maintain that as well. But it's a good little indoor drill and a good little indoor feel for you to work on at home to get a sense of how you should be moving. I hope this helps. Obviously, let me know how you get on. And I will try and catch you tomorrow, depending on how this stock take goes. If it's not, it might be Thursday. But yeah, I will see you soon. And here is Harry with his.
Hi guys, hope you're safe and well in isolation. Barry has asked Alex and myself to do a couple of lockdown learning videos for you guys. Unfortunately the heavens have opened today and it started to rain, so we've moved the content inside and we're just going to show you a couple of drills that you can do from the comfort of your own home, or inside your own home anyway. So with me today we're going to have a little look at putting, in particular how you can strike your putter from the centre of the club face more consistently. So first things first, why is it important to strike your putter from the centre of the club face? Well, it's important because anything that's struck from outside the centre of the club face, or the sweet spot, more importantly the toe of the heel, it's going to have an effect on how much the ball rolls. The ball's going to come off a lot slower. So on shorter putts it makes it very difficult to choose the right line because that ball's coming off slower. The ball tends to break a little bit more, which means that you haven't allowed for that. You could miss the hole left or right. And on longer putts it makes it very difficult to judge the speed, so you're going to find you come up short of your target. Makes it very difficult to hold that next putt potentially. So yeah, today we've just got a little drill to set up on my landing, which is going to show you how to well, hopefully hit your putter from the centre of the club face more consistently, really. So all I've got is 3 golf balls. You need your putter. I've got one of my wedges here just set up on the floor, just for a bit of alignment, and I've got a target of a cup just behind me there, as you can see. And what we're really going to do, and also what I've done, is I have put 2 pieces of blue tack either side of the sweet spot, okay? And obviously the ball is going to be aligned from the centre of that club face. If you haven't got blue tack to hand, rubber bands, just wrap them around, a few on this side, a few on that side. It's going to have the same effect. And this drill is very, very good because it gives you instant feedback as to where your stroke is and where you need to be, okay? So all we're going to do, we're going to set ourselves up to the golf ball. Okay, so I've got this club here just for a little bit of alignment. We're going to set ourselves up to the golf ball. So the ball is in between those 2 pieces of blue tack, and I'm just going to make a normal stroke. Okay, as you can see there, hit the cup, which is another one of those for you. There we go, again, consistent speed. The balls have ended up side by side, near to the centre of the cup, which is ideal in this situation. And now I'm going to demonstrate a stroke which hits the blue tack, and as you can see the line's deviated, and also the speed as well. The ball's come up really short, so obviously that is exaggerated. It's not going to be that drastic out on the golf course, but it does make a big difference if you can strike the putter in the middle of the club face, or strike the ball from the middle of the club face. Have a go for yourselves, guys. You can have a go on your landings at home, on a bit of carpet. If you want me to clarify anything or run through anything with you, I will have a look at some strokes. Feel free to send me some videos. You can either email me or message me through Intelligent Golf. I'm more than happy to help. Hopefully it's not too long before I see you guys back at Enmore, and the main thing is take care of yourselves, stay home, and I'll see you soon.
Good morning, Enmore Putt members. Barry's tasked Harry and I with trying to create some indoor lockdown learning for you this week, and I've got a simple drill that I'm going to do for you, which is it's great to control low point and strike with your chipping. All you need is 3 balls, your wedge and a towel, and hopefully a carpeted area or something that's not going to break some furniture. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to hit chips off of the towel, and this will tell you how you're hitting each chip and how your strike is. So when you hit a clean chip, we're actually looking to just nip it clean and not take much of the towel. When you catch one fat and you catch one behind the ball, you'll see that the towel will scrunch up a lot and the ball won't go very far. Similarly, if you catch it thin, the towel won't be touched and you'll damage some furniture probably. So let's see how we get on. That's the one that's nipped quite well. And you got the fat one, which won't go very far. The towel scrunches up. And then you've got the thin one, which towel won't be touched at all. Okay, so let me show you again. You got 3 balls. Okay, I'll show you from a different angle. See if I can get a different angle for you guys. See if I can balance you up here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we move this over there a little bit. So as I've said, when you catch one clean, the towel doesn't move, barely moves anyway, you just get a nice strike. When you catch one fat, you'll see the towel scrunch right up. When you catch one thin, the towel won't be touched, okay? See if I can demonstrate it a little bit better. So the clean strike, much better strike, that one. And now we got the fat. It's quite hard to actually purposely fat and thin one, but we'll give it a go. There we go, there's the fat one. And now the purpose thin. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. It'd be great to see all your videos, and look after yourself, and hopefully we'll get back on the course soon.